So today I'm gonna show you how to take this competition barbecue recipe and cook it at home with a pulled pork and get unbelievable results. And you're gonna love it. So let's get to prepping so we get to cooking. Come on. All right, to start with, we're gonna make our injection. There you got 4 ounces of Heath Riles pork injection. Now I'm gonna add in that about 8 ounces of Mott's white apple grape. So I'm top this off here, baby, right at 16 ounces of wood water. All right. All right, so now what we're gonna do is kind of trim this up a little bit. So I want you to notice something right here. On the other side of the bone, you got the bone in. I always cook Boston butts with the bone in. I just think it gives a radiator to the heat inside it and it cooks more uniform. That's just me though. This side right here, you'll see the money muscle. See the vertical striations you got here? That's the money muscle. And that's opposite of the bone right here. So this is gonna have the horn meat, this will be the roast, and this will be the money muscles. Inside here, some tubes and other things. I'm not gonna trim this like I would for competition. Got another video, you can get really in depth about that. But I want you to notice something right here. See all this sinew right here? To me, that's not gonna cook right, and I don't wanna eat that. All that is a bunch of sinew, fat, and everything else. So I wanna get rid of that. That's what we don't want. But see what you do when you do that, you open up the roast. So that's kind of what gives us that roast, and now my rub and stuff can get into the meat and not into that sinew. Now I'm gonna inject this. Now this injector came from Tractor Supply, and this is about a 50 cc injector. This one I use competition, but you don't have to have this one. But I will say, kind of, don't get a small needle, because if you do, the consistency of this is not gonna let you inject it. So now I want to focus on right here my roast. This roast right here is the densest part of this meat, and it's got a lot of fat in it, but still don't have quite as much. So I want to kind of hit it. So I'm gonna come here and do my grid pattern again. This is the roast side, but I've got some horn meat right here. I need to flip it over and get right in here with the horn meat, because I can't get it to that side because I can't go through the bone. So now I'm putting my rub on it. So to do that, I'll pull it out right here. Now we need to do a base layer rub. So your base layer rub can be whatever you want to do, but know this, the rub you put on first is the one that's gonna stick when nothing else is gonna stick. So we got right here, we got some Heath Riles peach rub, some Heath Riles hot rub, and some Heath Riles honey rub, along with some Heath Riles peach rub, okay? So that's what we got. So I'm gonna put a light coat of my hot rub down first, because this will be my base layer. Now, next one I'm going here will be my peach rub. Now peach rub will really go well with my pecan wood that we're cooking on, along with my pecan rub. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit heavy handed with this one. So now I'll go back over top with some pecan rub. A little heavier on the pecan rub. And a light coat of honey rub. A little bit bigger granules into it. Now I'm gonna put this back in my half pan, that way, so I can transport this outside. Now I'm gonna basically repeat the process. We've already went with our hot to it, so now I'm gonna go back over with some peach. Get the edges real good. Here, some pecan. Some honey. Peach. Pecan, honey, some peach, pecan, honey, some peach, pecan, and now we got right here the money muscle. Now I got top my roast side right here. Go across again with some pecan. 2 times of that one on top. The peach. I went backwards on this one. Then the honey. Now my stick burner is getting hot, so we'll let this rest right on the counter and kind of just all the juices that bind this rub to it. Then we'll put it on the smoker. We'll smoke it up. Looks good, don't it? Let's go. So our pork's been resting about 2.5 hours. We want to make sure our pork rests before all the juices kind of migrate back up into the pork butt. Gives a better flavor to it. Trust me with this, always let your pork rest. Now, we're gonna taste this, but first I'll make some barbecue sauce. So I've got a container here, about a cup container. I'm gonna come in here with the barbecue sauce, and this is a sweet barbecue sauce. I'll add about a 1/2 cup into this. Now I add in a little bit more than a 1/4 cup of the vinegar sauce. So now I'm gonna add some Heath Riles. This is brown sugar honey habanero. Good flavor to it. Make sure we do that. But I'm gonna just top me off right here with about a good cup. It gives me a little bit of a heat to my sauce, which really complement good with the sweetness that we got with the rubs and stuff for the pork. So I want you to see all the bark. So we got nice bark. This thing been resting about 2.5 hours, so the top's dried out a little more than it was when it come out of the smoker. But I want you to notice something else. See this half pan? See all that juice down in there? This is a key. In just a few minutes I'll show you and make sure you get really juicy pulled pork for family get together. So now I'm gonna take my barbecue sauce and just gonna brush it on. Now you put this back in the smoker if you want to set the sauce. That'd be fine. You really don't have to, but if you want to do it, go ahead for it. We're just gonna coat it really good. Gives a nice sheen to it. So now the old rule of thumb is this. If you want to tell how tender a butt is, you pull the bone out. Well, let's find out. All the meat's off up a little bit here. That's what we got. So now I'm gonna come in here. Now what I'm gonna do is taste this, but I know for me, this money muscle right in here is gonna be the best flavor for it. So I'm gonna grab my hand and feel underneath it and kind of break it loose a little bit. Now there's me a money muscle. You see the difference in that tubes right here? I'm gonna grab it, break it apart, and let's taste it. See what it tastes like. I'm telling you right, you taste that flavor down to it, they're just flat out spot on. Let's try a little bit of sauce on it though. Sticky sauce. Oh man. Do that again. Jeez, have mercy. All right, so now what I'm doing, I'm gonna shred this apart. So I'm gonna take this butt right here. We've got it, tasted it, it's delicious. Let's shred it, because we want to do pulled pork for the family. So I'm gonna get in here and just take it apart. When I find fat, seeing you like this, I'm gonna kind of pull it to the side. All right, take my barbecue sauce, pour it a little bit down the middle of it. I'll toss it around. Now this is the reason you save the sauce, the juice in it at the end of it. If you feel like your pork was dry, you can add this back to it. But because we followed a recipe that we know right here, we don't have dry pork, so we don't need to. But anytime you cook on pork and you kind of dry it out a little bit by mistake or whatever, just take some of that juice from the half pan, you can put it back in it. As you can see, that ain't dry. That's delicious. Now let's see what Dolly thinks. Dolly? Lucy? Come on. Dolly liked it and Lucy liked it. If they like it, I know you will too. I'll say the blessing. Lord, bless food back to see you. Just name and pray. Amen. Appreciate y'all watching. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. See you next time.